Escaping ignorance doesn't require you to be a genius. It requires you to be hungry, hungry for change, hungry for information, hungry for growth. Let's break this into clear, practical steps that anyone can understand and apply. 1. Admit that you don't know. The first step to freedom is humility. Ignorance thrives in pride. When people pretend to know it all, they block themselves from learning. Have you ever met someone who argues about money, even though they're broke? They reject advice because they don't want to look weak. That attitude keeps them stuck. If you want to break free, you must say, "I don't know, but I'm willing to learn." That single sentence is powerful. 2. Start with free knowledge. You don't need money to gain knowledge anymore. The internet has changed the game. Right now, at the touch of a button, you can learn almost any skill, for free. YouTube has free tutorials on business, finance, and skills. Google offers free courses through Google Digital Garage. Websites like Coursera, Khan Academy, and edX have free programs. A young man in Kenya couldn't afford university, but he discovered free courses online, learned digital marketing, and within 2 years was running campaigns for international clients. What his village thought was impossible, he achieved, because he embraced free knowledge. 3. Surround yourself with the right voices. Ignorance is contagious, but so is wisdom. If you spend time with 5 ignorant people, you'll become the 6th. But if you spend time with 5 learners, you'll also become a learner. This doesn't mean you must know rich people personally. It means exposing yourself to the voices of those who think differently. Read books from successful minds, listen to podcasts, watch interviews with innovators, follow people on social media who share value, not gossip. Instead of scrolling endlessly on TikTok for entertainment, follow accounts that teach you business strategies or finance tips. That simple switch can rewire your brain daily. 4. Build the habit of reading. Reading is one of the most powerful ways to kill ignorance. Books compress decades of experience into hours of learning. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, said he reads 500 pages a day. Elon Musk said he learned rocket science by reading books. If billionaires read to escape ignorance, what excuse do you and I have? Even if you read 20 minutes a day. In 1 year, you'll be ahead of 90% of people who never read. 5. Apply what you learn. Knowledge without action is wasted. You don't truly know something until you use it. Someone can watch 50 videos about starting a YouTube channel but never upload their first video. That's not knowledge, that's information stuck in the head. The real learning happens when you apply. So, every time you learn something new, ask yourself, what small step can I take today to practice this? 6. Seek mentors and teachers. Mentors compress time. What would take you 10 years to figure out, a mentor can teach you in 10 minutes. But here's the secret, mentors don't always have to know you personally. A mentor can be a book author, a YouTuber, a teacher in your community, a coach you follow online. A woman who wanted to escape poverty followed motivational speakers online. She applied their advice, started a small business, and in 3 years, she became the breadwinner of her family. Her mentors never knew her personally, but their wisdom changed her life. 7. Learn about money. This is crucial. Many people escape ignorance in other areas but remain financially ignorant. And financial ignorance will always pull you back to poverty. You must learn how to save, how to invest, how to budget, how to avoid bad debt, how to multiply money. Schools often don't teach financial literacy. That's why millions of graduates leave school smart in academics but broke in real life. If you want to be rich, learn about money, because money obeys knowledge. -8. Replace gossip with growth. Ignorance loves gossip. People who don't learn spend hours discussing celebrities, politics, or rumors. But those who want to grow spend that same time discussing ideas, opportunities, and solutions. Accept this challenge. Track how you spend your free time. Is it spent on entertainment and gossip, or growth and development. Shifting even 1 hour a day from gossip to growth can change your entire destiny in 5 years. 9. Change your environment if you can. Sometimes ignorance is not just in people, it's in the environment. If you live in a place where no one values education, no one values progress, and no one values success, it will drag you down. If possible, move. Change your environment. If you can't physically move, then move digitally. Create an online environment full of wisdom and learning. Many people from small towns have used the internet to join global communities of learners, entrepreneurs, and visionaries. Even if your street doesn't inspire you, your screen can. 10. Stay consistent. Escaping ignorance is not a one-day event. It's a daily journey. Every day you learn, every day you grow. Every day you fight the temptation to remain comfortable in what you already know. It's like going to the gym. You don't build muscle in one day. You go daily, consistently, and one day you wake up stronger. The same with knowledge. Big lesson of this chapter: ignorance is not broken by luck. It's broken by intentional learning. By admitting you don't know, seeking knowledge daily, and applying what you learn, you can rise above the trap that has held billions of people back. The key is simple: don't just consume knowledge, live it. Now that we've seen how to escape ignorance, the next chapter will take us deeper into something exciting: the hidden treasure of specialized knowledge. Because it's not just about knowing, it's about knowing something specific that people will pay for. The hidden treasure of specialized knowledge. Ignorance is expensive, but here's something even more important: general knowledge will only take you so far. The real wealth is hidden in specialized knowledge. 1. The difference between general knowledge and specialized knowledge. General knowledge is what most people know. Things everyone studies in school, like history, basic math, or geography. Specialized knowledge is what very few people master, a specific skill that solves a problem people are willing to pay for. 2. Why specialized knowledge creates wealth. We live in a world where people pay for solutions, not for random knowledge. A lawyer earns because of specialized legal knowledge. A software developer earns because they can create apps that solve problems. A plumber earns because they know how to fix leaks. If you want to escape poverty, you need to ask yourself, what specialized knowledge do I have, or can I develop, that people need? 3. The school problem. Schools often give us general knowledge, but rarely teach us how to turn that knowledge into money. That's why millions of graduates know chemistry or literature but remain broke. Albert Einstein once said, "Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school." What he meant is this: real education is not memorizing facts, it's learning how to apply knowledge in useful ways. 4. Specialized knowledge in the digital age. The internet has made specialized knowledge more valuable than ever. Think about it: people pay graphic designers online to create logos, people pay copywriters to write ads. People pay fitness coaches for personalized plans. People pay video editors, programmers, social media managers, and countless others. These are all forms of specialized knowledge. 5. How specialized knowledge turns into money. Here's the formula: knowledge, skill, value, income. Knowledge becomes useful when you turn it into a skill. That skill becomes powerful when you use it to create value. People reward value with income. A young woman learns digital marketing online. She practices until she gets good. Small businesses hire her to promote their products. She makes money. That's specialized knowledge at work. 6. The advantage of specialized knowledge over degrees. A degree shows you've learned something general. Specialized knowledge shows you can solve a specific problem. 7. Finding your area of specialized knowledge. How do you choose? Here are guiding questions. 1. What are you curious about? 2. What skills are in demand right now? 3. What problem do people often face that you could solve? 4. Can this knowledge be scaled online to reach more people? search job platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or LinkedIn. Look at what services people are paying for. That's your clue. 8. Case studies of specialized knowledge creating wealth. 1. Mark Zuckerberg didn't just know computers, he specialized in coding and building social platforms. 2. Oprah Winfrey didn't just know communication, she specialized in connecting with audiences and telling stories. 3. Local example, a tailor in Nigeria who learned how to design stylish native wares now sells across countries through Instagram. 9. The secret, specialized knowledge. Internet equals unlimited opportunity. Before, specialized knowledge was limited by geography. A carpenter could only serve his town. Now, with the internet, a person with knowledge can serve the world, a teacher can sell online courses, musician can share songs on Spotify, a writer can publish books on Amazon. The internet multiplies the value of specialized knowledge. 10. Why most people don't pursue specialized knowledge. Laziness. They want quick money without learning. Fear. They think it's too hard to learn new things. Comfort zone. They settle for what they already know. But the truth is this, learning specialized knowledge today is easier than ever. You don't need a university, just determination and internet access. 11. Action plan to start building specialized knowledge. 1. Pick an area that interests you. 2. Take free or affordable courses online. 3. Practice daily, turn theory into skill. 4. Start small, offer your service for free or cheap to gain experience. 5. Scale up, charge more as your skill improves. 6. Build a portfolio to showcase your work. 7. Monetize online. Use platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, or your own social media. Specialized knowledge is the hidden treasure chest that poor people ignore, and rich people pursue. It doesn't matter where you start. If you dedicate time to mastering one valuable skill, people will find you, and they will pay you. The rich don't guess their way into wealth. They study, specialize, and monetize. You can too. Now that we've uncovered the treasure of specialized knowledge, let's take it a step further. Because it's not enough to learn once. The power of continuous learning. The truth is this. The world is changing too fast for yesterday's knowledge to make you wealthy today. 1. The world is moving fast. 10 years ago, nobody thought being a YouTuber could make you a millionaire. 20 years ago, nobody believed apps like Uber or TikTok would exist. 30 years ago, computers were rare. Today, AI can write, design, and analyze data. If you stop learning, you get left behind. The only way to stay relevant is to keep learning, unlearning, and relearning. 2. Why continuous learning separates the rich from the poor. Poor people often stop learning after school. Rich people never stop. The poor say, I've finished school, now I'm done. The rich say, I've finished school, now the real learning begins. Bill Gates reads about 50 books a year. Elon Musk said he learned rocket science by reading books and talking to experts. These billionaires stay students of life. 3. The curse of a fixed mindset. Some people believe their intelligence is fixed. I'm not good at business, or I can't understand money. That belief locks them in ignorance, but those with a growth mindset believe they can learn anything with time and practice. That's the mindset of continuous learners, and it always pays off. 4. How continuous learning builds wealth. You adapt faster. When industries change, learners adjust quickly. You spot opportunities. Learners see trends before others. You solve bigger problems. Knowledge is problem-solving power, and people pay for solutions. You stay valuable. Skills get outdated, but learners keep upgrading. A man who learned typewriting in the 1980s lost relevance when computers came. But those who adapted and learned computer skills thrived. 5. The Internet equal University of Life. Today, you don't need to wait for schools. You can learn from anywhere. YouTube tutorials can teach you business, coding, design, or even cooking. Podcasts share life lessons from successful people, online courses from Udemy, Coursera, or Skillshare give you professional-level skills. AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini can help you learn faster, if you know how to use them wisely. The excuses for not learning are gone. The resources are free and everywhere. 6. Continuous learning is not just about skills, it's also about learning from 1. Experiences, success and failure. 2. People, mentors, peers, and even critics. 3. Life. Every challenge teaches something if you're willing to see it. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before creating the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." That's the mindset of continuous learners. 7. Practical ways to build a habit of continuous learning. 1. Read daily. Even 10 pages of a good book per day makes you 3,650 pages smarter in a year. 2. Take online courses. Dedicate weekends or evenings. 3. Listen to podcasts. Turn wasted time, like commuting, into learning time. 4. Ask questions. Curiosity is the engine of growth. 5. Experiment. Don't just consume knowledge, test it. 6. Journal your lessons. Writing helps you remember and apply. 8. Continuous learning in money finance. One of the biggest areas people ignore is financial learning. They don't learn about taxes. They don't learn about investing. They don't learn about passive income. Financial systems change regularly. If you're not learning, you'll miss opportunities and pay penalties you could have avoided. 9. The compounding effect of learning. Knowledge works like money, it compounds. The more you learn, the more doors open. Each new skill builds on the last, multiplying your opportunities. You learn graphic design, then you learn marketing, then you learn sales. Now you can not only design, but also promote and sell, tripling your income. 10. Why most people don't embrace continuous learning. Comfort zone. They think learning is hard. Distractions, social media, entertainment, gossip, ego. They think they know enough already. But if you want to rise above poverty, you must fight these enemies and commit to lifelong learning. Continuous learning is not optional, it's survival. The rich stay students forever, and that's why they keep rising. The poor stop learning and get stuck. The choice is yours. You've just discovered the hidden treasures that most people overlook: escaping ignorance, gaining specialized knowledge, and the powerful habit of continuous learning. But here's the truth: this is only the beginning. In part 3, we'll dive even deeper. You'll see real-life stories of people who transformed their lives with knowledge, and I'll share a practical roadmap you can start following today to create lasting financial freedom. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe right now and turn on the notification bell, because you don't want to miss what's coming next. And before you go, drop a comment below. Which lesson hit you the hardest today? Escaping ignorance, specialized knowledge, or staying a student forever? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember, the rich stay students forever, and the choice to keep learning is what separates the wealthy from the broke. The next step of your journey continues in part 3. I'll see you there.